Okay, my name is Raj Shukla, and I have in front of me. Can I have your full name, please? Can I have your full name, please?
Bharat.
All right, and I'll be asking you a couple of questions about your religion and your spirituality. Are you a Hindu?
Yes.
Okay. What is it about Hinduism that you enjoy the most?
I enjoy listening to the kathas and different stories about different gods and their purposes and what they can
Do you understand any of the morals from these kathas, the stories? And do you try to put this into practice once you learn the morals?
do.
Okay, sorry about that. As a plane. These morals that you learn, do you try to put into practice in your life?
Yes.
And does it help you in any way? How? Can you give us an example, please?
Our religion teaches that you should be truthful and honest, and that is something that I try to listen to as much as possible, and that helps me.
Okay. How often do you pray?
Every day,
Like, give us like in the morning. How long do you spend?
maybe like an hour.
All right. Do you also do your prayers in the evening and at night?
At night before I sleep.
And how long does that take?
Maybe like 20 minutes.
So you're average. You're very religious. Is anybody else in your family religious?
Yeah, my mom.
And did anyone ever influence you to be more religious or less religious?
My mom influences me to be more religious and my guru.
Okay. And if there's one person in this world that you would pick that has uplifted you spiritually, mentally, and emotionally, who would you say that has helped you through all these problems?
My guru.
Okay. And do you seek to advice with him every time you have a problem?
Most of the time. When I can't figure it out myself, or I feel like I need outside opinion or further knowledge.
Okay. If you had to explain the word guru, what would it be?
Someone who you can come to no matter what when you have a problem, who will advise you and guide you through all problems and help you no matter what the situation is.
And who would you advise to get a guru?
Everyone.
Okay. When you look for a guru, what should you look for into a guru?
Someone who is truthful and honest and has your well-being in mind always, who will tell you what's right from wrong regardless of whether you like what he's telling you or not, and just someone that you feel comfortable around, because once that person is your guru, they're always your guru.
Okay. Spiritually, what do you do? Do you do any meditation? Do you like to do yoga? What do you do for spiritual affiliation?
I've done yoga before and I really liked it. I chant a lot and meditate. I pray everywhere I go pretty much. It doesn't have to be at a specific time during the day. It's just like when I'm walking anywhere, I just chant and meditate.
Like in English, it's called a rosary bead. Do you use the mala
Yeah.
to do your chantings?
Yes.
Okay. And when you're doing these chantings, how do you feel when you do this mantra chantings? Do you feel different? Do you feel like you're in a different place? Or do you feel the same?
I definitely don't feel the same. Most of the time I feel lighter and closer to God.
If you had one message or one advice to give to anyone, let's say the teenagers of today, of this society, what would you give them, the advice?
I would say that they should never leave behind their traditions, and although they may be living in a westernized society, they should still be able to find out where their ancestors came from and be able to be a part of that.
Okay. Do you have a mission in your life that you'd like to accomplish?
I just want to help people as much as I can, people who are less fortunate than I am or just need help or advice or any of that.
And what really influenced this thought inside of you?
I hate to see people suffering, and like anyone that's hurt or upset. I'd like to make everyone happy.
Okay. If you had to give one spiritual advice to whoever's viewing this right now, what would it be?
much as possible and never lose faith in God, regardless of what trials or tribulations you may be facing.
Okay. All right. Now more on a religious note. You being in Hinduism, how long have you been in Hinduism? Were you born into it, or did you change into it?
I was born into Hinduism.
Is it hard to be a Hindu in this society?
Not really.
Like, do you get tantalized or made fun of or anyone because of the way you dress, the way you speak, or the religion you have? No. In Hinduism, what is one thing that you've taken into practice?
Oh, as I told you, truth and praying very often and just keeping the name of God.
What would you do to keep your religion going, moving on, to spread it?
I would encourage people who are younger than me to follow in my footsteps and in the footsteps of my guru.
Okay. And everybody in your household is Hindu also, right? Okay. Being a Hindu, how does it affect your life?
It makes me more of a religious person and it makes me have a lot of faith in God. It changes what I eat and the way I act.
Well, thank you, Sherry. I do enjoy having to interview you, and thank you for your time. And hope whatever you have, your missions and your goals, may you be successful.